So let's talk about investing in yourself today. The most important and valuable asset that you own is yourself. Your mind, your body, your spirit. Always be learning. It's kind of a general mentality I have to always be learning. There's a lot of things you can do to always be learning. You could read books, obvious. You don't even need to buy books. You could just go to your local library. I would say that's a great growth hack. I go to my library once a week and take my kids with me. Be inquisitive. Search for things. Don't just ask people. Look them up yourself. Read articles on them. I love YouTube. You can find answers to anything on YouTube, and guess what? It's free. If you want to go more paid options because of the guardrails they provide, there's lots of courses that you could take. You could go on LinkedIn. You can go on Udemy. You can also go and take college courses for free on things like Coursera or edX. There's a lot of ways that you can always be learning and investing in yourself. But other ways, find hobbies. I want to find hobbies that make me money versus costing me money, right? There's a lot of people that love to play golf. Golf is a money pit. It costs so much money. But what are things that you can do for hobbies that invest in yourself and make you money? Maybe you want to get into just learning about financial investing. Make that a hobby. I did that. I wanted to learn more about how the stock market works in individual companies. So you could do that. Gardening is another thing that I personally do. I love to garden. And I look at it in kind of a couple of different ways. Maybe gardening doesn't make you money, but if you're doing things like growing your own food, you're saving money, right? So you're investing in yourself there. And there's mental aspects of getting outside, vitamin D, and just the mental zen aspect of being out in the yard in nature and watching things change and grow over time is extremely empowering and spiritual. You could also learn how to cook your own food. So tying that together, cooking's another hobby that you could use to save money and invest in yourself. But it also, if you're growing and cooking your own food, 1 + 1 = 3 there. You could do something that I call optimized collecting. If you want to collect things, you could see some comic books and baseball cards in my background here, the things that I like to collect. But there's ways that you can do that and that isn't going to be a total money pit. Going and buying baseball cards to rip open the product, you're probably going to lose money doing that. But if you buy specific mid to higher value players that you care about, autographed, numbered cards maybe, the floor on that is not zero, right? That will always have some amount of value unless the player just never becomes any good. But the upside could also be great too. It could be really interesting to think about how you could invest and do things that way, which could also lead into a side hustle. Investing in yourself through side hustles is interesting too because it's something that you can possibly use to make money and enjoy it. So you're investing in yourself that way. Finally, the mental aspects of it, of investing in yourself. Your body is your most important asset. It has a finite timeline on it. The only certain things are death and taxes. So what are you doing to exercise? Sports, running, getting outside, being active. A lot of different things you can do, which once again can turn into that hobby and that maybe even a side hustle. If I've spent a couple of seasons, many seasons at this point, coaching youth baseball. I will put it this way, that coaching my son's team saved me money because I didn't have to pay the fee to play because they pay that back to the coach. Not a ton of money, but it's a way that you can kind of save a little bit. Mental health, yoga, social activities. Social activities could also lead to things that you can do to give back. Very, very good on mental health. Engaging, interacting with other people, and just giving is such a powerful mental activity. I mentioned giving back to coaching youth baseball. I love working with kids. So for me, that's very invigorating and very much way that I invest in myself and pay it forward. So just a couple of things you could do there. My question to you in kind of closing is, how are you investing in yourself? What are your goals there and what are you getting out of it? Take care.